my neck, working 6 days a week, wearing holes in the soles of the shoes on my feet. Been dreaming of getting away, I don't know. Ain't no better time than now for Mexico. No shoes, no shirt, no problems. Blues, what blues? Hey, I forgot 'em. Well, the sun and the sand, and a drink in my hand, with no bottom, no shoes, no shirt, no problem. One towel on my chair, on the sand by the sea. Wanna look through my shades and see you there with me. Wanna soak up life for a while in laid back mode. No boss, no clock, no stress, no dress code. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Blues, what blues? Hey, I forgot 'em. Well, the sun and the sand, and a drink in my hand, with no bottom, no shoes, no shirt, no problems. Babe, let's get back, take tops and flip-flops if you got 'em. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Hey, how you doing there, Guitar Heroes? All right, we got another country song today, and it's by Kenny Chesney. I'm sure you all have heard this song. It's from 2002. No shirt, no shoes, no shirt, no shoes, no shirt, no problem. Don't want to get that mixed up. Well, obviously this took Kenny Chesney into the limelight, so to speak. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of a beach-related song, and I guess maybe now that's okay for country. In the old days, of course, a beach would not have been the right background for a song, but Kenny got a hell of a good song here. Okay, well, this song is a little more complicated than I originally thought. I saw a song sheet, and it looked kind of simple. And then when I played through it, it just didn't sound right. And of course, now I know why that's the case. So, what do we got in this song? We got a G, and we're kind of doing the same thing that we did with Tequila Sunrise, where I got this finger going back and forth from the, it's planted on the A string, right, for a normal G, and then I'm going over to the next one, back and forth, and that gives you that little bit of this kind of rhythm. So that's how we start with the G, and then we've got an A minor 7, which is basically an A minor, and I'm just lifting up this third finger here. We've got a D7. And we've got a C, and then there's a D, and there's an E minor. So we are in the key of G, and I believe this is the original key. Now I am tuned down a half a step like I normally do. I'm just doing this to make it a little bit easier for singing. If you were going to play along here, then of course you'd have the capo on the 1 to have your guitar line up with mine, but that's not that big of a deal. You play it open just like I am. Probably be easier anyway. And it's not too high. It's not horrible. I didn't really have a real tough time with it. So let's zoom in here and let's take a look at this fabulous song. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Okay, so we start with this G. Go to A minor, D7, A minor, D7, back to the G. And now he actually, this is when that violin solo is going in the beginning. This is what's in the background. And so 3 times to get through that whole solo before you actually start in. All right, so A minor 7, D minor 7, A minor 7, D7, back to G. We do that 3 times. Then when we start in the verse, we just keep going with that G. I've been up to my neck working 6 days a week, and we hang on this now for 2 full lines. Wearing soul, holes in my soul, shoes on my feet. Now the reason that this really works, because you got some rhythm going there. Otherwise, you're just, the other would be, you're doing that through the whole thing. This gives you a little more rhythm, and then then the strumming on top of it. So let's kind of go through this a little bit. So that's what keeps that thing going. But on the other hand, let's check the strum out too at the same time. So you get a little pattern there. And that is to accommodate, because your strumming is in time with moving this string. Now let's see if we can identify if it's up or down here. Oh, I'm doing it on the up strum, I think. So it can't be random, it has to be lined up with your strumming. So on that up strum is when this is coming up. And see, it looks like I'm going down a couple of times. So it's up and down, and then I catch it on the second one. So maybe it's up, down twice, and then on the second one I'm catching it up. Oh boy, I'm actually doing an up, down, and a down, and then catching it on the way up. Down, up, down. Yeah. Down, up, down, and then on the next up is when I'm catching that. So it's a little bit of work, but once you get the sound in your head, then you work towards that. So we got a pretty slow pace, and I think to some extent the pace is a little slower because the song's a little slower, but I think also to accommodate this makes a difference. Okay, so we got the two first lines of that, and then we have a little more difficult where we get with this A minor 7. Now again, remember the A minor 7, I pick up this second finger, I get that versus this, A minor 7. Now another way to play is get the pinky down here, but in this case I don't think that sounds right to me. And then over to the D7. So this is kind of a quick, so been dreaming of getting away. I don't know. But that's just one time, at least back and forth and back and forth. Then we get to the last line, and we've got no better. I start with a C, and then I just pick up this third finger because this is exactly the same now. I got the A minor 7 when I pick up this finger. Okay, so I start with the C. Ain't no better time. C, back down. The finger's just down, up, and then back down. For Mexico, no, we end on a D, way on the end of Mexico. Ain't no time for Mexico. So there's only these 2 verses, so that's it. That's basically the same thing. Then let's go to the chorus for a minute here. So we end on this D. We're going to end on a D on the last line of each verse, right? There we go. No shoes, no shoes. I'm going to go right back to that rhythm. Then C. no problem. Now, this rhythm thing, maybe you've guessed that I'm kind of continuing the same thing with the other chords too. So we got, the thing on the G. Then when I go into the chorus on the no shoot, I'm gonna got a C, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing. That third finger's gonna come off and on. No shoot, no shoot. And then on the D, this one's coming up and down. Okay, to keep that rhythm going. Keep that little rhythm going with a little hammer on from those different fingers. Third finger on the C and first finger on the D. So that's what kind of keeps the melody going, but then there's some consistency associated with that. All right. So that's pretty much it for the song. Again, it's not really complicated, although it is complex. Just because we've got some quicker chord changes, we got the A minor 7, we go back and forth to the D7. That's a little bit more difficult, and it took me a while, to kind of get this routine. So, same old thing is, you just need a little bit of practice. But if you're familiar with the chords to start out with, see, that's the whole key. If you're struggling just to form the chords, then you got no business really working on a song until you're able to do that. So you just want to work on changing from G to D to C to A minor. You just want to practice those chords. As soon as you start getting into a song, if you're going to try to sing along with it, it's going to really be tough if you're thinking about forming the chords each time. So you need to, at least feel comfortable playing the chords in some different sequences. So some of the other songs that we've talked about just in recent history have some nice chord progressions, and they're good ones just to learn. E minor, A minor, D, just a lot of little ones. I think that's, if I had a hammer, that's that little chord progression. The other one is a 6-blade knife, see, A minor, C, D, and then hammering on here too. But just another good chord progression to get comfortable with. So you can feel more comfortable as you move into to songs. Because now you have to make the changes in a certain spot, right? It's got to be where the words change, and that's the coordination part. That's another skill to work on. The only thing else I'll mention with this song is after the second chorus, then it's got kind of this partial verse. So on the second verse, the last line is no boss, no clock, no stress, no dress code, and then you go. So you go through the whole chorus, and we got no problems, and then it starts out this kind of partial verse, I guess I'm calling it. Babe, let's get packed, take tops and flip flops if you got 'em. So we start with C. Babe, let's get packed, take tops and flip flops if you got 'em. Oh, there's no, don't have time to do that on this one. Babe, let's get back, take D, flip tops and flip flops if you got it. And then quick E minor. And then back to no shoe, no shoe, no problem, no problem. Oh, there you go. Great little song by Kenny Chesney. Take it easy, keep on a strumming.